The spiritual path needs to change, and the world of business needs to change. And by the end of this video, I hope I can explain how. Spiritual people are oftentimes in this higher dimension, this place of fantasy. And oftentimes business people are stuck in materialism, consumerism, competition. And I can see both views. I can see both sides because I've been on both sides. And right now, like seemingly everything else in the world, from politics to food, there's a polarization of how to live a fulfilling life. And on the left, we have the woo-woo. We have the spiritual people that are stuck in fantasy. And on the right, we have those who see business and profit as their God, that are fighting to acquire as much as they can because all they can see is a competition. Those on the left can only see the destruction that we're causing, the selfishness, the divisiveness, the disrespect of nature, of tradition, of our ancestors, of ceremony, and they can't understand why other people can't see there's more to life than our five senses. It's funny that the spiritual people think about other people because the whole point is that there isn't any. Those on the materialist and the consumerist right laugh at the idea of God and really anything against the establishment, against the dogma that's already here. They scoff at the possibility that humanity might not have a full understanding of everything that happens in this world. They're the ones that know it all. And each could learn so much from the other. There is a middle ground. It's called the way in the Tao Te Ching. There's always balance. I think we have two hemispheres of our brain for a reason. The right, creative, spiritual side, and the left, analytical, business-minded side. We have to use ancient wisdom as our guide and graft onto that the powers of capitalism. To make the strongest plant, you take a young shoot and graft onto it an old rootstock. And then we get the benefit of this deep, strong root system and the liveliness of this new growth reaching to the sun. So we have to take the spiritual understanding of the universe and graft onto that the knowledge of how to get stuff done in the modern world. If we expect to get anything of value done, we've got to see both sides. We have to dream big on the one hand and take action on the other. We have to have faith, but at the same time, recognize that there is real red tape that we have to overcome. The world is set up in a specific way. There is limitation that you cannot ignore. We have to care about nature while also serving humanity. We have to talk with God and we have to engage with people, and even with people that we might not get along with. The reality is, as things are right now, capital is required to get anything done. That means money, that means people, that means big business. And we need to dream through that lens. And believe it or not, there are advantages to the capitalist system we've created. When you look at all the other ways that we've tried to organize society, they have not worked. Socialism does not work. We see it time and again. And yes, capitalism right now is driven by the wrong incentives. But if we can shift those incentives, it has massive potential to create positive change in the world. So to the left, I say we cannot go back, nor should we go back. And to the right, I say you're right. We should work hard and make worthwhile things that change our world. But those things should be made for our future, for our children, for our children's children, not for our own selfish gain, not so that we can acquire all the wealth. Our future is a world of business that serves humanity, not greed, that heals the planet, not destroys it, that creates real leaders, not puppets that are chasing power and a dollar. And we have a long road to climb. I know that. I am not lost in fantasy. And it's certainly I don't think it's going to be done in my lifetime. But we can't wait any longer to get started. It's now or never time, because AI is coming. And I think whatever direction we have our rocket ship pointed, that's where we're headed. And right now, I think we have the wrong aim, and I'm terrified of where that ends up. A mentor of mine, although I don't even know that this person knows I exist, his name is Eric Godzi, and he talks about this idea of cathedral thinking. And in Europe, when the great cathedrals were being built, or in Egypt, when the pyramids were being built, or in Greece, when the Colosseum was being built, the norm was multi-generational projects. Work was started on a great cathedral with the understanding that your children's children's children might get to finish it if nothing went wrong, if nothing burnt down, maybe, and likely probably even more generations than that. And now we're focused on quarterly earnings reports for the market. No wonder we can't get anything important done. The time is upon us right now to act. The left has got to get out of fantasy land and plug into the realism, the reality of the red tape that's in this world, and build stuff. The right has to be open to the possibility that we don't know it all, that there's more that we can see, and integrate the universal truth that's been talked about for thousands of years into the things that we are creating. All of us, left, right, center, have to overcome our fears, to be willing to face what we do not want to see. I know you can do it. I know I can do it. And we have to do it. Answer the call.